equations written and presented by me, Jean Legui. That's the legal stuff. Right. What are equations? Equations are just a way of writing sentences down. For instance, if I went out and I bought 2 apples and it cost $4. So 2 apples cost $4. An equation is a way of writing that. So I'm going to write 2, instead of writing apples, I'm going to write 2a equals 4. 2 apples is equal to $4. What an equation is actually what the equal sign is it's a balancing scale. It says that what's on one side is equal to what's on the other. So what that's saying is 2 apples on one side is equivalent to $4 on the other side. Now the rule, if I want to get the apple, I want to know how much an apple is worth. Now looking at that you can see how much an apple is worth. But the rule is, the way we're supposed to do this is whatever you do to one side, you must do to the other. So I'm going to divide both sides by 2. If I divide both sides by 2, I end up with just 1 apple over there, because 2 apples divided by 2 is 1 apple. And dividing 4 by 2, that gives me 2. So whatever I've done on one side, I do on the other. I chose to divide by 2 because what I'm trying to do is get rid of the 2 over here. I want to get apple all by itself. So I want to get rid of the 2. This 2 at the moment is multiplying. It's saying 2 times apple. So I want to get rid of it. The easiest way of getting rid of that is to divide it by 2. 2 divided by 2 just gives me 1 times apple. And 1 times apple equals $2. Now, writing this as an equation is just A equals $2. 1 apple equals $2. I'll do a couple more. Let's say that 2 apples and a carrot equals $6. Now what that looks like in the scales is, roll that up there, draw another set of scales there, that's the equals. 2 apples and a carrot, $6. Right, I want to get apples by itself. I want to know how much an apple costs. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get rid of the carrot bit from there. So I need to get rid of that carrot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract the carrot from both sides. Basically, I'm going to take the carrot out of the scales on both sides. Now, I don't have a carrot on the right-hand side, so I'm going to end up with a negative carrot. That's fine. So I'm going to subtract that. So 2 apples plus a carrot minus a carrot equals $6 minus a carrot. Did the minus carrot on both sides. So I end up with 2 apples plus a carrot minus carrot. Those 2 disappear. So I end up with 2 apples equals $6 minus a carrot. Now, what I want to do is I want to get the A all by itself. I've got a 2 over there, So I'm going to try, and the 2 is multiplying, so I'm going to divide. 2 apples divided by 2 equals, now I need to do that to all of this, $6 minus a carrot divided by 2. The reason I need to do this is because if you remember from BODMAS, the order is important. Okay, 2 apples divided by 2 just gives me apples, and that gives me $6 minus carrots over 2. Now if you look at that, what I've kind of done is I might change my pen colour. Okay, if you look at this C over this side here kind of got moved to over that side there. But where it was adding, on this side it was adding, when it goes to the other side it subtracts. And then this 2 here, which is multiplying over there, kind of got shifted to the other side, and then where it was multiplying here over this side, it's dividing. So by doing the same thing to both sides, effectively what we're doing is we're taking the thing that we're trying to get rid of, shoving it over the other side, and doing the opposite function with it, so that plus becomes minus, multiply becomes divide, divide becomes multiply, minus becomes plus. In fact, not only just that, but squares become square roots. Whatever you do, whatever it's doing on one side, you can shove it to the other side of the equal sign and make it do the opposite thing. Let's try that with a couple of equations that we know. Supposing I said V equals I times R. If I wanted to get the I all by itself, I know that that's a times there, so I want to get rid of the R. What I can do is take it over the other side and make it do the opposite. So it's multiplying over there. If I take it over the other side and make it divide, I get that I equals V over R. Let's try another one. P equals rho G H. In this case I want to see what the H is. I want to get the H by itself. So the first thing I'll do is I'll get rid of the rho. Now the rho is multiplying, so I'm going to take it over the other side and divide. P over rho equals G H. Now I want to get rid of the G. Once again it's multiplying, so I'm going to take it over the other side and make it do the opposite. P equals rho, and I'm going to make it divide, so it's going to go underneath. G equals H, and that gives me H equals P divided by rho G. One last one. Flow through a chiller vessel. Flow is kV times the square root of the differential pressure. If I want to find out what the differential pressure is, first thing I'll do is get rid of the kV. It's multiplying, take it over the other side and dividing. Q over kV equals square root of dP. Now the square root sign, what I can do is take the square root over the other side and make it do the opposite. So in other words, square all of this side. Q over KV squared So general rule is, to get rid of something from one side of an equation, take it over the other side of the equation and make it do the opposite.